back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Matt Mitrione just won via majority decision. Holy flying flipping flapjacks, that just almost got really awkward really fast. Roy Nelson and Matt Mitrione just fought a closely contested heavyweight slugfest at Bellator 194 in the main event. These guys we know were fighting in the heavyweight Grand Prix. Winner advances to the semifinals. But this fight was almost a draw. Matt Mitrione won both the first and the second rounds at 10-9, but Roy Nelson almost dominated the entire third round. Now, if the judges, starting from the at the 3-minute mark, after 2 minutes into the round, there were 3 minutes left. Roy Nelson scored a takedown on Matt Mitrione and dominated the round from there on out. Ended up getting a crucifix. The fight was super close to being stopped by the referee. Matt Mitrione escaped with you know, I don't want to say with his life, that's an over exaggeration, but with the win. He almost lost the fight. The ref could have stopped that fight probably, you know what I'm saying? A little bit like Valentina Shevchenko versus Priscilla Cachoeira, as to where he wasn't getting out of the guillotine, he was just getting punched in the face. The ref could have stopped it at any moment, but the ref didn't stop the fight yet, and luckily for Matt Mitrione, right as the ref was probably about to stop the fight, he got out of the crucifix with about 25 seconds left, and we went to the judges' scorecards. Now, with that being said, if two judges would have saw that round of 28, you know what I'm saying, a 30-28 for Roy Nelson, we would have had a draw. Now, how does that work if you're in a tournament and you draw? Who moves forward? Chael Sonnen mentioned some crazy overtime match. Like, if this is a draw, we'll have to go to a fourth round, which I will explain to you guys. Like, what? A fourth round overtime match? That just brings up the question for Bellator. Does Bellator need to adopt 5-round main events? This was a 3-round fight. You have to wonder, would it have been, you know, the same fight? Who would have won if it was a 5-round fight? It wouldn't have been as close, but luckily for, I guess, Matt Mitrione, he got the victory, majority decision. One judge saw the fight at 28-28 as a draw. Two judges gave the fight to Matt Mitrione 29-28. Moved on. Matt Mitrione was, you know, landing big leg kicks in the first and second round. Roy Nelson was landing some bombs himself, but he was getting outstruck. Roy Nelson also scored a takedown in every round. First and second round, he scored 1 takedown, and in the third round, I believe he scored 2 takedowns. But Roy Nelson was landing his own little bombs. He was eating some to give some. That's Roy Nelson's game. But Matt Mitrione landed a lot more strikes and a higher variety of strikes in the first and second round to get those rounds won. And then one judge at least thought he did enough, or two judges at least thought he did enough in the third round to at least earn a 29-28. But hey, it is what it is. Let the full-time fan know what you guys think about that fight in the comments. Matt Mitrione advances in the Bellator heavyweight tournament. I'm 2 for 2 so far in my predictions. I predicted Chael Sonnen to beat Rampage Jackson in my bracket, and I also predicted Matt Mitrione to advance in my bracket. Now, Ryan Bader versus King Mo is also still left in this heavyweight tournament. Fedor versus Frank Mir. These are my predictions. And hey, it is what it is. If you want to see how the entire bracket, you can just look that up. With that being said, though, it is what it is. Let the full-time fan know what you think in the comments. Matt Mitrione advances in the heavyweight Grand Prix. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!